Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to a special live stream video of the Knights of the Frozen Throne expansion is here, and it's time for the deck rebuilds. I blew that intro. Anyways, last time we did the Hunter, now we're going to do the Mage. Now, I only have currently one Mage. It is a Battlecry Elemental Death Rattle card deck. Wild. Let's see what we have. Lots and lots of battle cries to get the daily quest. Battle cries trigger twice. Whenever you summon a battle cry minion, you gain +1/+1 in your hand. That's an interesting card, the Blubber Baron. Battle cry to silence. There's a taunt here that really has no reason to be here. Adapting your minions. And as far as elementals, there's like not that even many elementals in here. It's 3, 4, 5. There's a decent amount. If I converted this to standard, I would need to get Bronze Spirit out, which would be a real painful thing. Add a random spell to each player's hand isn't terrible. Discovering a spell isn't terrible. The question is, before we change or just start over, what does Knights of the Frozen Throne have to offer for us as far as the Mage? Deal 2 damage to a random enemy and freezes it. Your hero power also freezes it, so we could do a freeze elemental because this is an elemental. If your enemy is frozen, draw a card. That's a battle cry. If your opponent's cost one more, spells cost one more. That's an interesting card, certainly. Particularly if you're playing Mage. After your opponent plays a minion, add 2 copies to your hand. Not really interesting. Add a mirror image spell to your hand when it plays. And put one of each secret from your deck into the battlefield, which is an interesting card in itself. But how many secrets really? What are we missing though? Copy the lowest minion in your hand is one card that we didn't get. Summon 2/0/1 Frozen Champions for 8/8 Dragon. And then the hero replacement, summon a 3/6 Water Elemental. Your elementals have lifesteal this game. This is very late game to get that ability, but having lifesteal on all your elementals wouldn't be terrible. And then your Icy Touch, deal 1 damage. If it kills a minion, summon a Water Elemental is pretty good. So then I suppose the question should be, if we look at all cards, do we have enough cards that it makes sense to do a freeze deck or change kind of what we are? Personally, I don't like freeze decks. I don't see them win a lot. I see people play them, and in rare occasions it works. I also don't really like spell decks because they don't succeed as much as they should until you have all of the cards. I should just be in crafting mode at this point to point that out. There's spell damage decks, not really worth it. The quest isn't that good. Discover a spell reduces cost by 2, maybe, but probably not. Pyros is a very good elemental that I probably wish I do wish I had. It all kinds of culminates to, I just don't like to play Mage decks. I don't think very many people play Mage that much. Except for the newest of the newest players. That's what it's designed for. When you start a new account, you're playing as a Mage. The first level 10 character you're almost certainly going to get is going to be the Mage, and by the time you've gone through all that initial setup, you're probably done with the Mage for a good decent. Like, if I had this Archmage and Antonidas card, maybe a spell deck would work a little bit better. That is the one card you want, is the ability to get more fireball spell cards, otherwise you're going to run out. Elemental deal 8 damage to all minions is probably not worth it. Adding 3 arcane missiles to your hand is cool, I suppose, but not that great. Frostlich Jaina I still would pick over any of the other legendaries. Pyroblast is the final solution of a mage deck. If your deck has no duplicates, your next spell you cast costs 0. That's not even that great. You play that on the 7th turn, and then you could play this, and then you have a 7/5/5. It's still not really that good. Alright. So let's see how many elementals we can get in here, because elementals have become a new daily quest. But that's not what I want. That's not what I want to focus on anyways. My goal is not to get daily quests done. My goal is to specifically win. And I'm not sure if Reno Jackson is going to work that way. Let's see. Like Leroy Jenkins. Why do I have Leroy Jenkins in here at all? Let's see. I think I already have one of everything. And that's all I want. So that's all the elementals. If we come over to Frozen Throne and take the Lich King, that's good. Let's see maybe what we could do with spells. Spells cost 2 more. Spell damage plus 2. Spell Weaver, not a terrible card to throw in your deck. And we've got a lot of duplicates right now. Divine Shield, spell damage plus 1. Not too bad. Trades. Also, we need Prince Malchazar, I think, in here. So we gotta go this way. And then Reno Jackson, because we're playing Reno Jackson in everything, pretty much. Let's just look at all these cards and see if there's anything that makes sense. Spell damage plus 1, spell damage, just increasing it. Battlecry and spell damage. Actually, this works very well, so we'll take that. We already did that one. Freeze your other minions. There was a spell about freezing a minion and giving it +1/+1. I must simply have not gotten that card because I haven't seen it. Hero powers are disabled on a mage seems like a stupid move. Skeletons. Death Rattle. See, summon a 5/5. Summon a copy of this minion. Lifesteal is still on the table as something. Did I take a Spell Weaver? We have this and this left. So there's two more things. So take that one. And take that one. And just another mirror image spell card to your hand. It's not a terrible idea. Let's see. Scroll through all of these and which one is... Spells cost 2 more. Don't want that. Why was that even there? Must have clicked on something wrong. And we're just holding on to the silence, which I'm gonna actually get rid of that one and go with a different card in that case. Go with the 4-mana Silence Breaker. They're all card Spellbreaker. Where are you? Spellbreaker, Spellbreaker, where are you hiding? There's too many cards to even search. The list of cards has gotten too large. Spell damage, draw a card. How about that instead? Actually, I was going to do it this one though. I don't know. Let's see. Spell Weaver, spell damage +1. Like, probably want to get rid of this instead. So let's switch this to standard and just see how many things we would have to get rid of. Battle Cries, the triggering twice, and add a random spell to your hand, and spell damage +1, draw a card, and Reno Jackson. So not really impossible to play a standard deck like this. If I come back to well, I guess I'll just leave it here. There's certainly Mana Wraith and early game strategies of playing Arcane Missiles, adding spells to your hand. Why the Babbling Book? Well, it is there. But there's also a lot of random stuff, a lot of secrets. Like, there's a couple secrets we didn't talk about, I guess. Like, if you were gonna make a secret deck, you could do Counterspell, Ice Barrier, Frozen Clone, I guess is new, Effigy, Duplicate, Ice Block, Polymorph, Mirror Entity, things that probably everybody has seen and had played on them. Put one of each secret on from your deck into the battlefield. So yeah, maybe. Cost 2 less for each secret played this game. Interesting. What is my secret deck right now? It is secret spells and beast. If instead of it being this deck, it was a mage deck, that would be interesting. Let's see, mage. But my mage is at level 60, so there's really no reason why I should do this. Like, next card, secrets you play are this. Draw a secret from your deck. If you control a secret, deal 3 damage. Counter spell, duplicate, effigy. Secret, secret. And I think if you're going to play secret, you want everything. My deck is already full. If you control a secret at the end of the turn, gain +2/+2. Which is the worst secret to get rid of? Mana bind, probably. Not terribly good one. Ice block is probably not necessary to have 2 of. Get rid of one of these and one of these to get these 2 in here. Restore 4 health to your hero if you have a secret. Mad Scientist. Whenever secret is played, gain +1/+1. Take control of our enemy. We need to make more room. Costs 2 less for each secret you played in this game. I'm gonna take one of these out. 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 You know what, this doesn't really open up to doing a Rydo Jackson, though. If I was to throw Prince Malchezaar in here, and Rydo Jackson and the Lich King, I still have more secrets than I would like 4 more cards than what you'd want. So this is an interesting deck to build. Let's try them both. Although honestly, I'm not going to keep this deck. I'm just playing around with it. We'll look at it also and see what it would have taken to make that a standard deck. I imagine it would have taken just a way too much extra effort. If it was a standard deck, you probably could find enough space to put in the Lich King, Prince Malchezaar, Rydo Jackson. Standard cards that seem like they're so necessary that you would have to do.
You asked for it.
So here's 3 cards you don't want to start with in a secrets deck, like this. And here's probably the first one you do want to start with. If I can play this second turn, this third turn. Not too bad. Just kind of depends on if he can kill this guy before I can do this. Next secret you play. Cost 0. Interesting. This is gonna work. I duplicate that.
We have many secrets.
So we've got 2 really cheap minions.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. Let the cabal.
And then we'll just... Is this the next secret you play this turn cost 0? Nope, I'll hold on to that then. And do I want to die? Not really. So we'll end the turn. Is there like a game winner strategy in something like this? I don't know if there really is. I don't know why he bothered to do that. Let's go ahead and take out this guy. If this guy stays alive, this guy can start getting pumped up, and he's kind of one of my only strategies. This is more interesting, I will say. It's something new to do with the mage when I really have no reason to play the mage. So we have Mirror Entity. If your opponent plays a minion, you get a copy of it. Spellbinder. If you try to cast a spell, it won't work. And Ice Barrier. That might be one of the rare instances in which you can actually play that card and hear its summoning animation. What's interesting is I think I've got a victory here. Just play this, do this, this, and attack. Even though he has 5 cards and I have none, there's enough strategy to win, pretty much. If he plays a taunt, I get a mirror image of the taunt. If he plays an attack creature, I get that, and it's going to be unlikely he's able to kill a 7/7. So maybe he just plays Vaporize. Let's see what this does.
You are on fire.
You are on fire.
Excellent. So now we know what is the amount of damage. So we can just play a little bit control. I think this works. I think this actually works. Just undermining what the opponent is trying to do over and over again. And how many people are really going to play that one card that destroys all secrets? Not that many. Is this the top tier meta deck that is going to get you to rank 1 legendary? Probably not. But for an average player, I think it just irritates and makes them stumble enough.
Right away.
Let's go ahead and attack the face just to see if this is a vaporize. Yes, it is. And win. I like that. I like that a lot. Unfortunately, like I said, rank 60 already. And there's my daily quest. The only thing I really need is 105 rank victories to get to gold on the mage, and that's not a high priority thing to do. So almost certainly this custom mage is gone. To make it standard, like get rid of the mad scientist, which would be very painful. Get rid of duplicate. Get rid of effigy. Get rid of illuminator, which would kind of suck, but it's doable if you have the cards. Let's try the Battlecry Elemental Death Rattle. I don't even know if it really is a Death Rattle deck anymore that we changed. We only made some slight tweaks to this, so not too much changed on the mage. I didn't figure there would be too much. Knights of the Frozen Throne as an expansion seems like it's doing a good job to add the few cards that would just improve existing styles and strategies versus adding insane crazy cards. There are a couple of insane crazy cards, but most of them very reasonable. Just filling in some gaps in their design. Don't really need the Lich King at the beginning. Don't really need any of those cards at the beginning. Honestly, I don't even know about Reno Jackson. Like, so many other people played against me and it's frustrating every time, but you also have to have the ability to make it to the 6th turn and survive. If you don't have that ability, then Reno Jackson won't help you or make it cheaper. Now, this is mostly about playing elementals and battle cries to daily quests. Again, not really around victories. So if I'm going for victories, I should play the secret deck, I suppose. I guess that more than anything else. And this quest is pretty bad. You have to play 6 cards that you didn't start with, so duplicate, steal, or in some other way figure out a way of defeating it.
Who knows what secrets for the spells are fun. So fun.
And this is spell damage +1, and that's why I put it in the deck with a Divine Shield, which is not bad. Not a bad card. Hero Power freezes a target now.
Spells are fun. So fun.
And this would be very helpful if you had the 2 cards that did 4 damage to a frozen enemy, because then you could play it very well. Don't kill this guy, please. Please don't kill him. Kill somebody else.
Here, and it's cold.
Kill this guy.
Brothers, heed my call.
Let's see. Battle cry, deal 2 damage. Add a flame geyser to your hand. We'll take this. And at the end of your turn, do 2 damage to all other things. Battle cry, freeze.
Spells are fun. So fun.
I think I'm gonna lose this guy. Almost certainly. If I had enough mana, I could have played this. What is he doing? Interesting choice. We've got the Lich King now.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Job done. I can play him in 2 turns. I can play this and freeze somebody twice, which is an interesting move. We play this and draw 2 cards.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
I don't know about drawing cards just because it's frozen. Give me a flame geyser, sure. Deal 2 damage. Summon a 1/1 elemental. And freeze an enemy.
Nice to meet you.
Doing a lot of different things here. It's kind of a quick game. Do I have a duplicate in my deck? I don't know. I think I do, because otherwise I should be able to play Reno Jackson at this point. No, I can. Okay, anytime I need it. He's ready to go.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise to battle. Chill out.
Remove the top 5 cards of your deck. Summon any minions removed. Interesting. Army of the Dead. We'll try that. Seems crazy enough to work. How many cards do we have? 24. Shatter for a frozen minion. Maybe worth it, maybe not, if you're playing a freeze deck. See, if I did have a battle cry quest right now, I think I probably would have already accomplished it. So 4 out of the 5 minions that I just summoned. Give a friendly minion spell damage +1. Sure. Job done. All kinds of cards summoned, none of which of their battle cry triggers were triggered.
Do not fear Fear those who wield it.
So we get a water elemental, and he has lifesteal. They all have lifesteal now. I wish I had that card. And Icy Touch summons a new elemental, water elemental. Wait a minute, is it the same? I think it is. Interesting. Is next turn this time to play this? Take that. And we'll just kill this. And do this. And do that.
Wake before the earth, a real stinker.
So Lithobe really ruined any chance of them succeeding. If all 4 of these are spells that they've stolen and they planned on playing them next turn, not going to happen now. Not when they cost 5 more. Pyros as an elemental works really well with this hero replacement. Yeah, the whole elemental expansion makes a lot more sense now. Whenever you summon a battlecry minion while this is in your hand. Alright.
Ash to ash.
Let's see. Kill
A real
this.
stinker.
And
Quake
kill
before the earth. Draw.
this. So he's back to 30. Here's a guy that's going to get buffed secretly. We have 15 cards, he has 13. I had 5 extra cards because of Prince Malchezaar. How do I want to do this?
A real stinker. Melt away. Kind of failed to summon a new guy in that movement. Honestly, it didn't feel like I changed that much to this deck build, but it's playing a lot different than what I thought it would. Maybe there was a little bit of a tweak there. Maybe there was simply just a case of not actually having played this. Let's see. Death. I'm warning you. I'm unstable. The thrill of the hunt.
And this. And this.
Job's done.
And this is ridiculous. Of course, if they can't freeze an enemy, I'm mostly just screwing around now, waiting for him to run out of cards. How many spells has he played? He still needs like 3 to be cast. Let's do this. Let's see. Summon a random 3-cost character. And freeze this guy.
Job's done.
And then just end the turn. He's got 6 cards left, but I'm not going to win by fatigue alone. Just not going to happen. And there's no way to silence this or stop them from, like, if I play this, I can't silence this guy, so I can silence him, and he won't freeze an enemy when he attacks, but that's all he won't do. Like, everything else is still on the field, and the lifesteal is still an ability. And it's so easy at this point to just control the board. Just kill the minions. And to get your life steal, to raise your health. That's quite the hero replacement. He needs one more card to play, and then he'll be able to take 2 turns in a row. Which frankly is something I would need to do to win. Battle cry, freeze a character. And freeze another character. And take out another character.
Job's done.
Hero power also has the ability to freeze. He still has 4 cards. He's got a ton of these. Add a mirror image to your hand.
You look very familiar.
Am I playing it too close to the vest here? There's 12 damage, 13 damage, 14 damage.
Like, I may have lost here. Like, he can totally just win, and he's going to. Darn it. I guess you gotta know when to play Reno if you're gonna play Reno. I should have played it last turn. Reno Jackson, and then the other guy. It probably wouldn't have even changed the outcome of the game, just made it longer. So what did I learn from that? Well, inherently, I'm probably not going to play too much of Mage either way. I think maybe the secret deck is the one I want more. If we were going to convert this to standard, we would need to get rid of Spellslinger and the Battlecry double triggerer and a couple of other things, but not really that too many things. Was there anything that was horribly awful about this? Not really. So I'm generally happy with both the Mage decks. Unfortunately, I don't have really room for both of the Mage decks, which probably means I'm going to get rid of Death Rattle at some point. However, next time we will be doing Paladin, and I think we can probably guesstimate that we're not going to make too many changes about with Paladin anyways. That's it for this video. Stay tuned if you're watching live. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.